Hi Pisces, this is going to be your Sun, Moon, and Rising video for November 2025. I have with me the Radiant White deck, the Lovetta to be loved for clarification should we need, and this month, I'm going to be pulling a Psychic Oracle Tarot. It looks like this, okay? That's what I'm going to do. So let me turn the camera around. My hand is itching. That means I'm going to get some money, I hope. I would like to put another shuffle and rifle on the cards. So here we go. Hopefully my camera is going to act right this time. I don't ever know. It's blurry. So we'll see. It's probably too much light. I hope everyone is doing okay. These are crazy times we're living in. They're only going to get worse as we move into 2026. I write about it over on my Substack. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, and the messages will not resonate with everyone. You need to check back your moon and rising sign as they're posted. And if you want to get a reading from me, I am doing readings. The website is right there, the address, HiddenLotusTarot.com. All you do is just go over and find the tarot readings and pick out the package that you want. Okay, here we go. Judgment. Ten of Pentacles. I don't know why it's so blurry. The Queen of Cups. There you are, Pisces. And you can be a male and be represented as a female in the tarot. That means you're being more I don't want to say emotional, but you are in your feminine energies. Okay? The Page of Pentacles. The Fool card. The Knight of Pentacles. Wow, that's a lot of pentacles. Last row, the Chariot card. And it came out reversed. So let me turn it upside. I don't read reverse cards. The Golden Dawn Society didn't read reverse cards. And that I followed the Golden Dawn system. But I'm going to place it upside down because it came that way. The Nine of Wands. And the Ace of Wands. I think the only card that will be problematic is the reverse Chariot. So, what is over the entire reading? The Page of Wands. So, what do I have? I have two major arcana cards, which are your spiritual lessons. I have 1, 2, 3 in the spread proper core cards. I have 1, 2, 3 pentacles, 1 cup, and 2 wands. So let's start in the center with the Fool card. The Fool is a 0. So the 0 is like in math. Whatever plus 0 equals that number. So that means you can add anything to it. It's like a beginning and an end. And the Fool card is about new adventures, new experiences, about new ideas coming into play. It says that you can basically start life over again. Like that. I don't know. You can start over again. That's what I'm trying to say. But it also has a warning. You see the little dog on the Fool card right there on the cliff? He's on the cliff. It represents Uranus, which means that could be some kind of unexpected event or something happening. And the dog is warning you not to step off the cliff. Watch where you're going. Okay? Everything else is going on around the Fool card. The cards are read past, present, future. Past, present, future with the interplay of the cards. So starting at the top row, top left-hand corner, we have the Judgment. And the Judgment means that you have to stop and take a look at your life and realize, what do I really want? And work towards it. It can also be about maybe a legal issue. But as core, Judgment says two things to me. That help is on the way, whatever is ailing you. See the international symbol of the hospital? And an announcement is going to be made. See how the people are being called to a new life? They're being called to a new life. So the Judgment card says, use your own discretion about what's going on in your life. And don't listen to anybody else. Because you have enough wisdom. It's a 20 card, which is a 2. 2 plus 0 in numerology equals 2. Like I said here with the Fool card. And so 2s talk about decisions, choices, options, dualities, a crossroads. All 2s represent that. So it says that you have come to a crossroads and you have to make a decision about what you're going to do. Are you going to listen to other people? Or are you going to follow your own judgment, discretion, and opinion? Don't let anybody try to dissuade you. Next we come to the 10 card. The 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is usually about some kind of family business where there's enough money to go around, generational money. But in case it's not that, I always see this card come out when people are thinking about maybe they should retire. It represents Capricorn, the 10th house. Your focus, your ambition, what you want to be known for, what your accomplishments are. And so maybe it might be time for you to retire. Okay? And that's what you're thinking about. That's a decision that you have to make. Maybe it's not going too well for you, so you're thinking maybe I should get out right now. The 10 of Pentacles talks about having enough to go around. When we talk about that, sometimes our family is not really, we spend a lot of time at work. And at work, people that we work with are like our family. So this could mean you have been in usually Pentacles represent years. So this may be a 10-year plan that you have to retire at 10 years after you work all these years. I don't know. But it says that to me, it says you want to go out at the best time. The Queen of Cups, usually a water sign. She can be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. As a profession, she doesn't really have a profession per se. What she's very psychic, very intuitive, very kind, sensitive. Sometimes she will be overly sensitive, where she might break down and cry at the drop of a hat. But there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we have to do that. but she's focused on her own emotions in the cup, in this card. Because she's staring at the cup. Now we come to the second row. We have two court cards of the same suit. So to me, it's talking about the Ten of Pentacles. I always interpret court cards, particularly Knights and Pages, as messages. Pages are lower level messages, and Knights are a message, and they come to move a situation along. Yes? So, I think that some of you will get an offer. I don't know what kind of offer, because Pentacles represent either money or the doing of something. So maybe you get a new job, or maybe you offered a better paying job. Okay? That's it, this card. And here is the Fool saying, you know, new experiences, a new life coming along. So then, after a long time waiting, that's what the Knight of Pentacles says. It says a message of good news is going to come, but it may have taken a long time, because Pentacles represent years. He's standing stock still, the horse that he's on. So that tells me that you have been waiting. You're still waiting. He's going to come soon, though. Okay? But then we run into the reverse Chariot card. And since I don't know off the top of my head what the reverse card says, because I don't read reverse cards, let me tell you what the reverse Chariot says. It's a 7. And 7 say you should stop and focus on not a completion of events, but on the next step. So I think you have, in effect, came to a point where you don't know where to go or what to do. That's what the reverse card is saying to me. Let me verify that. Reverse: conflict, misdirection, litigation, dispute, defeat, quarreling, and failure. It may be implying that this is a time to become involved in art, not a time to, that it is an easy time to become involved in arguments over petty matters. One such argument could lead to litigation and could or would lead in defeat. Appearing reverse, it indicates a misuse of powers, energies, and talents. It also implies negative vibrations, dissatisfaction, and unfairness and pressure. Reverse, it may be warning of setbacks and delays in travel arrangements. Therefore, make an alternative plan or option as a backup. The reverse Chariot could speak to losing your temper, because right side up it says if you can control your emotions, you can get to where you want to go. But it's like this. It speaks about being a feeling of defeat and achieving your goals, both large and small, due to apparent lack of forward movement or acknowledgement. You are going forward right here, and then you stop. I don't know why you stop. It looks like there's some kind of obstacle blocking you. The reverse Chariot says that hanging on to old beliefs are now outmoded and inappropriate and will inhibit you. This habit causes you to lose out or be passed over in many areas of your life. The reverse Chariot can also represent a conflict and a struggle from which a stronger personality emerges. It warns against making impulsive decisions and warns you not to make changes for change's sake. Okay. So I see you moving forward, and then suddenly something stops. So this card here, the Fool card, also talks about not being foolish. So this means you should definitely take time out to think about what you're doing. Here we have the 9. Nine of Wands. And nines talk about a focus on completion of events. And here you are holding the wand. Wands represent your determination, your focus, your desire, what you want, what you really put all your energy into. And this card here, you look like you have been battered and bruised, beat up. Sometimes life does that to you. You feel beat up and bruised. See, he has the bandage on his head, so maybe you have been suffering from stress headaches a lot. But he's holding on to the one wand, and behind him are 8 wands. So it says to me, whatever the situation, it came on quite suddenly. I don't think you were it was unexpected, but the Fool card says it can be unexpected. You did something foolish, you didn't plan, or you didn't do whatever you needed to do, and suddenly you were faced with a situation in which you're facing a roadblock. So the 9 says you have a good character and great determination to complete the event, whatever it is. Although you have been a little beat up and bruised, you can get back in the fight if you need to, and if you want to. Okay? And finally, the spread ends with the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is about opportunity. With the 9, it makes 10 wands. That says that the crisis point will be reached, and you can go on and do whatever you want to do, or do something completely different. It's up to you. You have to use your judgment about what you want to do. So the Ace of Wands is about accepting any offer, because you never know where opportunity will come from. So accept all social, professional events, invitations, because you never know where your luck can come from. So this says things will get better. It's going to take a minute, and you have to push through whatever this thing is that's holding you back. I don't see a single sword here, so this is not a mental thing. I think it's an actual physical thing that has manifested in your life. We have over here the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands is sort of like the Ace of Wands. The Page of Wands says that you will receive a message, some kind of event will happen, exciting, new. It could be the possibility of new love, a possibility of a new job or a new project, something like that. So this is what the cards, how November is going to go for you. And I think the only card that I will look at with the clarifiers is this a reverse chariot, because all of a sudden you come to a complete stop. If it was right side up, I could say you're going somewhere and you may have to take a horse, a car, or some kind of a slow moving train or a car, but it's upside down. So that tells me that you have lost the plot line. Okay? Something threw you, I think, for a loop, and you are not sure about what you should do. So let's take a look what the reverse chariot is telling us, if it will tell us about money, denarii, or finances, what I said, speranza, hope. And I say, don't let anybody dissuade you, because sometimes the hope is the only thing you have. And conversations. This could be negotiations or sit down, talking to somebody. It's a positive card. So it says to me that there's some kind of financial issue that you're hoping you can talk it out with a group of people. Okay? And that's what has you stumped, because I don't think you think you're going to be successful. But the crisis point has already been reached. And here we have the Ace of Wands. I'm not telling you that whatever the situation is, it will be as you want it to be. Sometimes you get a whole new situation. Things change. The universe doesn't like a static situation. So things change. If you have been holding on to outmoded ideas or beliefs or something like that, the only thing you should do is let go sometimes, because it gives you an opportunity to bring in fresh new energy. So let's look at the Psychic Oracle Tarot. What does it have to say? That's not a bad reading, Pisces. Not at all. And pay attention to all the you get. There's a lot of messages coming. You have a horn blowing. You have the page about either doing something or receiving a new kind of financial opportunity. You also have this one that says it's a little bit late. It's coming, but you have to wait a little while. And here we have these two things. Talk about messages. The card is the Moon, Shadow. And Shadow is a major arcana card in this deck. And this is what it says. This card represents emotions, sensitivity, and a reminder that nothing in life is at a standstill. That's what it's trying to say. The universe doesn't like a static situation. It's always changing. And sometimes we have to change with it. Even if we don't want to, even if it makes us uncomfortable, if it makes us frightened, we still have to do it because that's what life demands of us. This is a world of constant flux, and one thing is certain. Everything changes. This card is calling you to action. The time is now when you may have to face your worst fears and look into the dark shadows of your soul. You must learn to confront what you see, what you avoided, and walk. Walk courageously through it. Always know that life naturally revitalizes itself, and it does so. As it does, so do you. The Shadow card promises that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Recognize that by no longer denying your past and letting the tears fall, you will discover the diamonds in the treasure chest of your soul. This is a cleansing process to wash away and clear out what was once avoided, ignored, or pushed aside. This card indicates that this is a time when your psychic sensitivity may be quite intense. Learn to open up to it, or if need be, turn it down. Your body is one big psychic antenna, so just remember that you are in control of how high or low you want the reception to be. Mother Earth can assist you in this period of change, sensitivity, and healing. That's what I said about her. And just because the story doesn't end like you want it to, doesn't mean the story ends. Okay? So, that's what I have for you, Pisces, for November 2025. I'm sorry you can't see me. So, good luck.